what's up, everybody? Mogi on Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, along with Stevie B.
Hey.
I wanted to make sure my mic was on. That would help.
We were flying in last second here, guys. Forgive us.
Trying to get ready, just, looking at the time, going, wait a minute.
We just had dinner. It was kind of late. I come home from work and took a nap and woke up, and it's been...
But we made it.
Yeah, we
made it. A lot of breath, but so I feel.
Papa Craig, I'm looking at his comment. It caught my attention. He says, Judy, we're crankier than a hat full of assholes. And I was like, wait, what am I reading? Hi, everybody.
What's up? Glad to see everybody here. Hope you're all doing good.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Lee, what's up? Pop Craig, how's it going?
Judy
Danny
Wheeler.
Staten.
Sorry.
That's all right. Judy, how are you? LIB, what's up, buddy?
What'd it do?
Grasshopper, good to see you. Lester Taylor, how are you?
I've got to clear up.
Angela Nolan, what's happening?
Too much stuff.
Hey, Sharon.
Excuse me, guys.
Great to see you.
Trying to make room here for myself.
Yeah, we're like going, shit, we don't have any water here. No, wait, I got one in the bag.
Well, all right, so part of the problem is the neighborhood, the property that the house is sitting on, they were under violation of codes for a lot of stuff. And one of the last things that they had to take care of was the roads and the sewage. Well,
sewers, yeah. I don't know if they're doing anything with the sewers.
Well, they busted a water line.
It wasn't on purpose.
Excuse me. No, he gets an email the night before saying less than 12 hours.
It was 12 hours notice that we had.
Move our vehicles or we're going to be trapped in, basically for what they
3
say.
days?
No, they said the original email said until further notice.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, and that's why I was like, that's why I was tripping out. I was like, what? Till further notice. What does that mean?
3 days in there. But...
Well, then the next morning, when they came to knock on the door, I think that's when he said 3 days. But yeah, so normally we'll, buy a case of water, leave it in the truck, last thing to carry in with groceries, whatever. We're like, oh shit, got to run out and grab a lot of water. No, the truck's parked all the way across the street out of the neighborhood on the other side of the road.
My truck is about a straight line. It's about
excuse me,
100 yards.
My truck is over at the park. So what's that? A couple hundred yards?
No, behind us.
Well, it's in
the
City of Commerce parking lot.
Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber. What did I say? City? Same difference, I suppose. Maybe. But anyways, it's over there and it's not easily accessible. So we were just both scrambling trying to find water. And I'm making a cup of coffee and anyways, we're here. Hi, everybody.
Robert Dendubin, what's up? Jim's camera at dawn. Or just Jim. What's going on, Jim?
Here, I'm still trying to bring the show up on my phone. I'm surprised I have myself muted.
Yeah, how did that happen?
I good thing for a touch screen. I did a jab. Dunk. Last second. She was busy and I was busy and we never brought up. Sorry. It's not letting me turn it off either. I might as well
so I was pulling up I had to turn on the computer. Her computer wasn't on, so it's my computer. But whatever.
He's turning the computer on for me and trying to get me logged on and bring me up on Streamyard, and I can't find my camera. It's like falling down behind the laptop, underneath the where the microphone's mounted in the middle of us, and he's in the back, and I'm yelling, "Where's my camera?"
I was in the bathroom. I was like, let me get this out of the way real quick. Come out. It's 9:00. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. So. It was funny. Fly on a wall, you ought to be shaking your heads.
Tina G, what's up?
Should be now. Anyways.
How are you? Who else? Mr. Haywood, what's up, Michael? Hope you're doing good. Flyby Stu, welcome. Hey, Kelly.
Excuse me.
G'day, Aussie Sue.
G'day.
I think
Sorry, guys. I'm still trying to get my phone to work.
Get your shit together.
Yeah. Oh, that's the story of my life. Are you kidding me?
There is chat in StreamYard, but it's not as good as like YouTube.
I think it's lagging. I think I am. Like I'm.
No, it does. It you would think I would get it quicker in StreamYard but it goes to YouTube first and then here.
Seems like my internet might be a little choppy. Not sure.
Blazer says, to the weatherman, thanks for the 4 inches of partly cloudy on my driveway.
Oh, wow.
Lester says, why do I hear Benny Hill music in my head during that story?
Right.
Exactly, dude.
That's so appropriate. Unbelievably.
And her behind me going like this. You know?
Sharon. Judy, I'm jealous. She said she slept the whole day away. I wish. I felt like I could, honestly.
No, I went to work. Had to get some hours in, clean some boats.
Well, I did too, but
You clean boats too?
No, I went to work. I since last night I started feeling like I was getting a cold coming on. My sinuses, my nose was running all afternoon, and woke up this morning feeling the same way, still just kind of congested. I left the house and forgot I had daytime, 2 little tablets. That's it, and I left it.
Oh, jeez.
Along with my lunch. Yeah.
Sharon says, I'm lying in bed listening. It's 3:09 here.
Oh, wow. Good
Go
morning.
to bed.
I'm like, good morning. You're saying good night.
I don't want to stay up for me. Why would you?
Yeah, right. Right.
But I'm glad that you're here, of course. But
Of
I
course.
feel bad. Feisty Kitty, how are you?
Fly by Stu says, Sharon, you're an hour after me then. Hope you're good.
Hey, Susie B.
Wow. You guys are incredible for
coming to hang out with us.
just to be here.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
a little
flattering.
silly, but no, I'm just kidding.
Mr. Lee, I mean, geez,
I know.
Please.
It's cool. It's very cool. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Susie
You know,
B.
we kind of, that's what we're here for, though, is for everybody to come together, you know?
Right?
Just chill. Get away from the bullshit.
It's kind of hard to do these days.
Shit just follows you.
You know,
It's like,
mind your own damn business, and
there's the bullshit.
poof, there it is. Heard the song when I said that. There it is.
Glad I'm wearing boots.
I said I took mine off today of all days.
True story.
It is. This morning I have little white tennis shoes, and to change my shoes is not like slipping my feet in. Oh damn, sorry. It took me an hour, almost an hour, to get my shoes on, my prosthetic feet.
That's crazy.
I was cussing, and I thought about it, and then I was like, yeah, no, because it'll take you 20 minutes just to not be mad at me for waking you
No,
up.
for it to help you like that.
No, I feel bad though. I did think about waking you up, but then I thought about it. You don't get good sleep as it is because Lucy wakes you up constantly.
It's because I'm up 3-4 times a night with the dog.
It's like having a newborn in the house. Every couple hours he's up.
Mr. Lee, you're anxious. What's up, man?
What's he anxious
He
about?
says, Mogs, are we going to talk about it tonight? What's it?
What's
dude?
it? Tag, you're it.
Come on. You want to talk about something? Come on and talk about
Come
it.
on.
Here, this is for you, Mr. Lee. There
Press
you
that
go.
link.
Links in chat, dude.
Voila. Come on and talk about it. And that goes for anybody.
Sharon says, because we're like family, Mogs. Oh, we are.
We are family. I say that all the time. This is a family. For sure.
Even when I was living with family, like when I was splitting around with my sister and my nephews, and I still spend more time with you guys.
Right.
You know, it's just the way it is. it's been 3.5 years now that
That's so crazy.
you get to know people, and you get to, sometimes you get to hang out with them, or you meet them, but there's some that I'm in touch with, and it's
daily. It's friends, and it goes beyond.
Michael
friends.
Haywood, he says good morning to me every morning.
If I don't see that good morning, I'm thinking something's wrong. If I don't
when his phone was screwed up, I was like, well, why isn't he?
I was the first one. I reached out to Donald Fuller, and I'm like, hey, have you heard from Michael? Because I know they talk.
His phone was fucked up.
Yeah. A few minutes later, I got a message, and I knew everything was okay, but yeah, I knew something wasn't right. I look forward to it, though.
So, no, it's, it's business as usual here, until, I don't know. I don't know if some things are worth talking about.
Right.
So
you talk about stuff and
it just exasperates.
It does. It fuels the fire. It's almost, some people expect it, and it just doesn't feel right. It's not right. It really isn't.
There's too much drama in this to begin with, and it's needless, especially this channel. I provide a place to get away from the drama, be it the day-to-day real life bullshit or other channels or whatever. And I try not to get involved. I really do.
You like to think we're the type that, well, not like to think, we are the type that we pretty much get along with everybody that we've ever met, really, except for I can only name one, myself personally.
If
and you know who you are.
This channel isn't for everybody. I get it. It's all good. But
sorry, I'm laughing at myself.
It's just some things aren't that important. I'd rather not have negativity around here.
I don't do well with the negativity.
I'm dealing with anxiety right now talking
exhausting.
about this shit, because it's just like I've spent too much time in the past couple of days thinking about it and talking about it. So I don't know, what I think, I don't think is that relevant.
Breeze.
I'm not about being relevant. I'm just about hanging out. What's up, Breeze?
Jim, I'm usually the same. He said, Mo, if drama comes in, I go out. I run.
I'm
a runner. I walk away. I have to, because I can't. The negative energy just exhausts me. I try to avoid it at all costs. And it's sad that you mind your own business sometimes and you get dragged into stuff. And
I'm fair. I try to be. I try to help when I can, but I will stand up if there's a wrong. And there's been
many. I'm sorry. Really
Leslie, how are you? Great to see you.
Leslie,
it's a matter of, do I really want to
hope you're well. Sorry.
To jump into this, because it won't be nice.
No.
I guarantee it won't be nice. And
well, because things need to be said at some point that are the truth, and people don't like to hear anything about themselves. I know I don't.
No, I don't either.
And how people react, it just shows their character, and not always in a good light.
Nope.
And it's sad. It really is, because I'd like to say we're all grown here.
Well, dude,
we're all adults.
If you look at my demographics, yes, we are all adults here. So, I think we should act like it. And,
unfortunately, not everybody does.
And there's a lot of people that want us to talk about it because they're, into the drama. They thrive on the drama. I'm not into drama, so sorry.
No.
I think we have a good thing going here, and there's no reason to fuck it up. So we'll keep it positive, like we always do. and we won't talk about things when it's fuck.
Tina G said, "Well, damn, what happened?"
I might just say fuck it. Go fucking off. But I think I'll refrain.
Jim says, "I'm about to enter my second childhood."
Sounds like a movie.
Yeah, right.
The Rebirth.
Leslie said, "Yeah, say fuck it."
Leslie wants to scoop. She's so out of the loop. She's like,
she might not be. You never know. Some things it's hard to avoid sometimes.
She's like, what did I miss? What did I miss? Damn it. Somebody tell me, what did I miss? Wow.
She says, I am.
I know.
Aussie Sue says, Mose, I joined all these channels to find out information, not to get involved in a soap opera.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed.
And that's, but people
thrive.
Love soap operas. My mom used to watch them every day. I know.
People thrive on that stuff. It's kind of crazy to me.
The instigators, shit stirs. Same person will go from channel to channel to channel. More than one. There's multiple people that just do it. That's what they're doing. And they stir up shit.
Can't let shit go. Can't take.
It's just saying that people are like that.
Drag people into stuff that has nothing to do with anything. It kills me.
There's a lot of ego in this community. And it's due to self-inflated sense of worth and thinking people are better than them, than everybody around them and shit. It's just so you're slowly getting it out of me, but you're not, because I'm not like I want to go off, but I won't. Just be nice to each other, guys.
I said it at the end of last show.
Be nice.
Just be nice to each other. And I think people forget in this day how that works. It's not criticizing. It's not slandering or putting someone down or going after somebody because you feel that they're wrong. It's a lot of opinion in this community, not fact. There's no facts in this subject. Not that anybody can definitively say, but everyone's opinion somehow turns into this is fact. Until you've proven otherwise, this is fact.
Yeah, no, that's...
And it kills me. It just, I'm blown away by this whole ordeal. And I got it because I never talk about it. I don't ever say anything about stuff like this.
Ozzy says, oh, my mom was a Days of Our Lives junkie.
You know what? So was I. I laughed when I read that because I used to watch that in General Hospital. I remember the Luke and Laura days.
This is McDonald Carey, and so are the Days of Our Lives. I remember that shit from when I was a kid. Oh, my God.
What is it? As the hourglass turn, or I forget how it goes now, the whole saying.
Like sands through the shit, something like that. I don't know. But it's a soap opera.
And Leslie's right. She said, but honestly, I try hard to treat people with kindness, but it doesn't matter. They still have to go at you. And that's true. I see that all over the place. I don't know. Jen, how you doing? Good to see you. Emma Johnson.
Government is the problem, period. Thanks, Fly by Stu.
Well,
not always. I mean, no, not in this case.
Not in this case, yeah.
No. Hey, Jen. Nez Lover, how are you? I didn't say hi.
Like sands through the hourglass, these are the days of our lives.
Yes.
I knew it was something to do with the hourglass.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I haven't watched that show in years. Is it? I don't even think it's still on.
I don't know.
Is it still on? I don't know.
No idea.
Young and the Restless, I think, is still. That show will never die. My mom was hooked on Young and the Restless.
I used to live across. I was neighbors with one of the actresses from All My Children, Julia Barr.
I don't know who that is.
In the show, she played Brooke English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. See, I know the show name.
Her husband was my dentist for a little while, Richie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we lived across the street from one another.
Yeah, my mom was such a Young and the Restless fanatic that between 12:30 and 1:30 that hour, yeah, go out and play. If it was summertime, yeah, couldn't make a noise. No interruptions.
Jay Fritz, what's up?
None use.
Yeah, Nunas. I had to read that twice. I was like, what is he trying to say? Nunas. Okay.
It took me a couple times at it too.
I stopped it all. I don't like Nunas knuckleheads.
Nunas knuckleheads.
Nunas damn business.
Right. That was good, Jay.
Nunas. I was like, what?
I had to slow it down in my head.
Yeah, I had to put it into one word. I was on none yours, and I'm like, wait a minute.
It's very early tonight.
Really?
Excuse me, everybody. I'll be right back.
Sorry about the bark. All right, Luce. You want me to do it?
Nope, I gotta just, it takes me a second to
I
go.
know.
I'll try not to knock into the table.
Hcast, what's happening? Good to see you. Emma Johnson, how are you, hon?
I said hi to Emma.
Eyes in the woods. Oh, really? That sounds cool. I went snowshoeing today, and now I have the cameras out, hoping to catch the northern lights. Oh, very cool. I'd love to see that. That's one thing I'd love to see was the Aurora Borealis. Yeah.
One day. If there's a bucket list, that's
I don't use that expression.
No, but if there ever was one, that would definitely be one on there.
I don't know that I'll ever do a bucket list,
More spontaneous and
end up. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to set goals. I'll take it as it comes. Still crazy, Chris. How are you? Says hi, everyone. My mom was a fan of Days of Our Lives. It's on the Peacock app.
See, I thought I saw it somewhere recent. That's why I wasn't sure if it.
Oh, I'm sure all those, General Hospital.
I said I watched
the whole Luke and
General
Laura
Hospital
bullshit.
back with the Luke and Laura days in the 80s.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? I had a customer at the park that used to come play racquetball, and during that whole segment of Luke and Laura, that whole year or two that thing went on, they had a buy story. You know how the soaps would have additional stories that they flip flop back and forth. So the second story that was going on at the time was about a werewolf. There was a werewolf character. And
why does that sound familiar?
My customer was the actor that played the werewolf.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Honestly, I actually could email him right now if I wanted to. Yeah, he played the werewolf during that Luke and Laura era. I forget his name.
Did she go out yet?
No, she's still
Damn. She does all that barking, and then she goes to the water dish and just starts drinking. Was it empty?
Yeah, it was empty.
Oh.
She wanted water.
But I guarantee as soon as she's finished with the
why
water, she's going to go out.
That's exactly why I'm still standing here.
Sorry, guys. We'll talk about anything. You never know what's going to come up.
Right.
Again, soap operas.
Yeah, and the guy that played the werewolf, he ended up marrying in real life I guess Mary Lou Retton when she won the gold for the gymnast. The woman that won the silver that same time as Mary Lou Retton won the gold, he married her.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
The actor married the gymnast?
Yeah, they're still married. They have a son. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Good people. Funny.
Behind the scenes. Shit you never really wanted to know about. Balls. All right. Papa C with his hunting update. Michael, I missed 4 chuck of partridges in a row today. Rosie quit hunting and walked behind me. When I missed number 5, she went over and walked behind me. Walked behind my partner. That's great.
Lovely.
Even your dog gave up on you. She's just back there shaking her head, looking at the ground. That's just funny, dude. Chuck are fast, so you know. I know you've shot a million of them, but you probably missed a million too. Come on, Luz.
I was listening to you read what Papa said, and I turned my back for a second. I looked back, and she's not there where she was. I had to go outside, and where'd she go that quick?
This is another segue that's funny. I used to know Skipper Chuck and Captain Kangaroo. That's cool.
Get out. I remember Captain Kangaroo.
I had never met these people, but when I was younger, where my dad lived, like 2 houses down across the street was Kukla, Fran, and Ollie. Fran, she lived across the street from my dad, so that was pretty cool. Never met her, never, you know.
What's Greetings from South Carolina.
Greetings.
How you doing, man?
What's up, buddy?
Not much.
I see nobody clicked on, so I figured till somebody else cool showed up, I'd come on and hang out.
Everybody's cool.
I'm checking out your wall behind you. That is cool. Creep show. It's hard for me to see, but that's cool.
Yeah. A lot of collector comic books.
Yeah, I see. No, that's cool. I just watched Creep Show, I think over the weekend.
And Judy says, watching my little grand trying
These are the cool ones. These are the cool
box.
These are the cool ones I just picked up. I just picked up a new Moth Man.
Oh, right on.
And that's pretty cool. And I picked up this Skinwalker Ranch one.
Oh, I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, just come out. These are all brand new. They just come out for November of 2023.
Okay.
I don't usually get new ones, but they come out with a bunch of cryptid ones this month. So,
okay, now who's putting these out? What company?
Different companies.
Are they serious?
This one's by a comic book company called Boom, and this one's the Mothman one's a starter, so it ain't by no company. It's a privately funded thing.
Okay. Huh.
That's great.
I don't know who puts out this. It'd be Ahoy Comics. I've never even heard of them. It's all new stuff that just come out. I hadn't even had a chance to look through them yet.
You actually read them?
Yeah, I actually read them on YouTube and go through them and show everybody the insides of them and all the art and stuff.
Right on.
I go through a lot of cool comic books. You know, I did lots of stuff like Get Smart and Dark Shadows.
Smart.
Wow.
Yeah, but there was actually a Get Smart comic.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. As a matter of fact, when I do 90% of what I do on my comic book stuff that I actually do on the Daily Damn blog is just comic book reviews of comic books based on old TV shows.
What was the actor's name? I forgot. I know it's on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. That played Maxwell Smart.
Don Adams.
Adams. I knew it was Don Adams. He also did the Penguin in the cartoon Tennessee Tuxedo, where it was Tennessee Tuxedo and Chumley. He played the voice. He did the voice of Tennessee Tuxedo.
He did a lot of voice acting, actually. I think there was a while he did the Inspector Gadget voice for the first one.
Yeah. But yeah, that's freaking. Get Smart, man. Those are some funny episodes, man. That was a funny show.
Yeah. It
You
was-
know, actually, I was a bigger fan of Barbara Feldon Agent 99 than I was Maxwell Smart. But I was a very young boy back then.
What was his? Hello, Chief. Come along,
I
Tony.
missed it by this much.
Yeah. It was Suzanne, how are you?
Susie.
Icon, what's happening?
You gotta put on.
Yeah, there was some good shows back in the 70s. I forget about that. Like Get Smart. You talk about being into Barbara Feldman. I went with I Dream of Jeannie.
They actually make a comic book for that. It's got I hadn't been able to find one, but it's got a Barbara Feldon cover. I mean, a Barbara Eden cover.
Yeah.
I'm just reading chat.
Yeah, I'm just. Jen says, hit it and hang out.
Right?
The chat, anybody wants to pop on, you can hit that link. If you come on, just turn off YouTube in the background so you only have StreamYard playing, so we don't have that nasty feedback.
So I'm coming in real good and clear, right?
Oh yeah.
And I got this new laptop, and I've been trying to learn how to use it properly.
Well, it seems like you've done well.
You figured it out.
You figured it out.
If you don't want to be on camera, if you come on, just hit the stop camera button, and you don't have to be on camera. But yeah, man, no, the camera looks good. You know.
Kelly
Too
says,
bad I look horrible. Yeah, I know.
Less lighting. No.
Kelly says, I have Lost in Space, the original show.
Oh wow.
That's cool. I didn't like the Lost in Space later on because Zachariah Smith was more devious than bumbling. You know, like in the first, I know what you mean.
That Lost in Space, he was a little, but in this one, he was more villainous. You know, it was like, I don't know if I like that one.
My sister used to collect bazooka cards, not just baseball. They put out all kinds. She had the whole collection of Planet of the Apes.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I remember seeing that, and her yelling at me, "Get your hands off! Don't touch!" Yeah, that was pretty good. Well, she had a few Elvis cards, black and white. I remember. Yeah, she had a whole big array. I'd like to think she still had them, but.
Tina says, I think Sid Croft from Sid and Marty Croft passed the other day.
Actually, I think it was Marty Croft that passed.
Okay.
You know, I have 3 of the Croft Super Show comic books that actually feature Bigfoot and Wild Boy in them.
Oh yeah. I don't recall that show. I was more like Sigmund and Sea Monster. You know, I remember that, but Bigfoot and Wild Boy just doesn't.
You should look it up on YouTube and look at some of the intro for it and some of it. They actually got full episodes, but it might bring back a memory that you'd lost.
Because I've heard you mention it before, and I was always like, I want to convince myself it sounds familiar, but then I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, definitely check it out. Shit. Why wait, huh?
When I did I've done some live streams where I've actually showed full episodes of that. It's one of the few things you can get away from.
Wild Boy.
Ned says, I want to welcome back Carter Metal Lunchbox.
Bigfoot and Wild Boy is a 1977 hyphenation point action that first aired in 1977 and stars Ray Young, Yvonne Regalado, and Monica Ramirez.
Now watch the intro.
See, I remember the only Bigfoot I remember from a kid was $6 Million Man.
Andre the Giant or that big guy from the Addams Family.
And then later on, the Patterson Gimlet. Other than that, I don't recall too many Bigfoot things with Bigfoot in it. So,
really, because I remember the Legend of Boggy Creek freaked me out when I was a kid, and then there was this one called Creature from Black Lake, and that was really kind of a really scary Bigfoot movie back in the day for a kid, you know.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
Grasshopper.
Do you remember Wonderbug?
Why does that sound familiar?
I don't know. I'm thinking it's a Volkswagen or it's a.
I thought of Herbie, the love bug.
No, it ain't Herbie the Love Bug. It's like a dune buggy on the beach, and it's an old beat up junker that blows a horn and turns
Yeah,
into
but doesn't it stutter when it talks and shit?
Yeah,
No.
like Tweaky from Buck Rogers or something.
Wow.
That was more my kind of shows, by the way. I like stuff like Buck Rogers and
I like
Battlestar
Buck Rogers.
Galactica.
They used to air it on Saturday evenings. I
Okay,
remember watching it as a kid.
I was a Captain Kirk kind of guy. You know, I love to watch Star Trek.
Key Smasher, what's happening? You got lucky tonight. Good for you. Did you hit on a scratch off? What? What else?
Yeah, I'm having to sit in the house tonight because it's like 30 degrees outside.
Yeah,
Jen says Supernatural TV show did a crossover with Scooby-Doo called Scooby Natural. It was awesome.
I actually saw that. It was on the Supernaturals, like season 12 or 13 or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was a good episode. It was hilarious.
I don't recall that one.
Sam and Dean were in cartoon form in Scooby-Doo world.
Oh,
They were
really?
in several different. They were going through this alternate realities of TV shows, and they were going from like different shows. And one of the ones was Scooby-Doo.
What
There were
demon?
some other ones like
demon was behind
sitcoms,
that?
game shows.
The Winchesters. Wow. No, I love that show, Supernatural.
Yeah.
Probably didn't see the last 2 seasons, maybe.
I think I've only seen the first episode of that show.
I think I sat through every one of them, and then sat through the reboot till they took it off there. The one called the Winchesters. I watched they had like 12 episodes in it, and it never came back on. There was a strike, and I don't think nobody wrote no more episodes or something.
The Winchesters? Who was in it though?
That was it was a prequel to Supernatural, and it was Sam and Dean's mother and dad.
Yes, I do remember that.
And then the season cliffhanger, she got pregnant, fixing to have Dean, and then it never come back on again.
Oh wow.
But I suppose sometime after they write again, and they had that writer's strike and it slowed everything down.
Oh yeah.
But it was right.
Still waiting on the boys to come out from that strike.
Because when season 1 started, the original series, the Sam was just a baby in the crib, because that's when the mother was stuck to the ceiling on fire.
That was in a flashback.
Yeah, but I'm saying that was like how he was a kid when that happened.
Yeah.
That was a good series.
Tattooed biker, good to see you.
What's up, Tattooed Biker? Go on. I've been telling him, God, dude, stop by. Come say hi.
Hop on, come say hi. Well, good to see you.
Religion of Boggy Creek was fantastic. Here, let me put it here. Based on true events. Hit hard with that one.
I agree completely. It was a great one.
It's basically a documentary with reenactments.
You still haven't seen it, have you?
No.
You've got to watch
How can
it.
you have not seen that?
I know. Yeah, we got to remedy that real
Never
quick.
seen it.
What kind of sheltered life did you live as a child?
Right.
No, I was in the woods with whatever was out there. I'm not claiming I saw anything.
I'm from South Carolina. I was born and raised in the woods, hunting and fishing and stuff. I still found time to watch a freaking movie.
He was in the woods trying to find Boggy Creek.
It didn't come with the 3 channels that I had when I was a kid,
Actually, I had the same 3 channels. I'm old as you is probably, or pretty close, if not older. And I had them same 3 channels. I had them same 3 channels, and it was Sunday afternoon on NBC. They had Shock Theater, and they showed these movies.
Yeah, I was probably fishing. Crabbing. I was always doing something. I was never home when I was a kid, man. As soon as school was out, I was out. I was like, Mom, I'm going here. I'll be back for dinner. And just, I was never home.
I didn't even talk.
That was always, okay. We always had this big Sunday dinner like 12:30. And after dinner, we'd all sit around holding our bellies and watch a stupid movie for a couple hours. Then the kids would have to disappear to dark. That's when we went out in the woods hunting and whatever after dinner, after the movie.
Jane, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I just, Garrel, how's it going? I never took the time to watch it, to see it. Like, it never came on when I was a kid. Otherwise, I probably would have watched it.
We're going to have to find it.
I watched a lot of shit. I loved horror movies when I was a kid, like when I did watch like Gargoyles or I always liked
another great one.
I always loved werewolf flicks. It's like to this day, I like werewolf flicks, say, over vampire flicks,
Well, everybody does, I think.
I hope so. I think they had that argument a few years back. Team this, team that.
Now, come on, man. It all went to heck when vampires got sparkly. Now werewolves are number one.
Yeah.
Nobody wants their vampire sparkly.
Jump the shark then. That's it. Dogman UK, what's up? Yeah. Like I said, I just never saw it. And I'm not opposed to it.
Oh, I know.
I just haven't had the opportunity in my life to see that movie.
It's funny because I
nobody ever said, "Hey, let's go to a movie and go see this," or "Hey, this is on," or I just.
Yeah, we'll have to.
I understand. There's lots of movies I haven't seen.
It's never presented itself, and I never went out of my way to.
That's what I say about half the movies you ask me about.
But half the movies I ask you about are just. Everybody's seen them.
But I was always outside.
But I guess everybody says that about Boggy Creek as well.
I was never in front of a TV as a kid. I never went to the movie theater as a kid. I lived by a drive-in, so I've seen movies like hanging out on top of the roof watching.
As a kid, I didn't do movie theaters. I did the roller skating rink.
Yeah. No, I was out. I was out.
It takes a lot for me to put the effort in to sit down to watch a whole movie nowadays anyway. I sat down today while I was eating supper, and I watched for 2 hours Captain Marvel. And I sit there and thought to myself, well, that's 2 hours of my life I can't get back. I could have been watching something on YouTube that would have been 100 times better than that piece of crap.
Which one was this? Was that the
one with the lizard things from outer space and a chick playing Captain Marvel? And I suppose it's the new one. I got Ghostbusters Afterlife on DVR too, and that's the next one I'm probably going to attempt to watch.
Afterlife.
Yeah, I don't know that one either.
It's the brand new Ghostbusters movie.
Okay.
There's a brand new Ghostbusters movie.
I don't think I saw
that. Brand new now.
I've only seen the original. I did see the second one. I did.
Oh, there's a new one out. And it ends with the original Ghostbusters back in their uniforms saving the day. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But most of the movie's supposed to have other people before the end of it when they show up, I hadn't seen it, but I've seen a review of it.
Jay Fritz says, I fall asleep after I eat now every time. Is that why you sleep so much?
That explains it.
Yeah. Sorry.
See, you're helping there. Pop Craig says, thanks, Daily Dan. I won't waste my time on it or with it. Mm-hmm. Marvel.
I do like a lot of Marvel movies. I really do. I thought the first movie called Avengers was great. I really did. They did a real good job on that one. And I liked a couple of the Spider-Man movies. They were okay. It's just most Marvel movies have a tendency to go all, what's the word for it? What am I looking for? Modern. like they have to feel.
I know what you mean.
Like they have to feel certain.
No, I know. You don't have to.
I don't want to come right out and say they
don't
rainbow bright them, but
no, but a lot of things are like that.
Everything.
The whole, yeah, almost everything.
I do comic books. You know, I want to see a real rendition of what you're portraying from my comic book. I don't want to see somebody's vision of it. You know?
No, I get it.
Lester Taylor said woke.
I see. I didn't say that.
No, but I think
that didn't come out of my mouth.
I think so too.
That's really misused. That word.
Terminology.
Yeah.
Michael Haywood said,
or it's just taking
beans.
it's being abused. That word.
Michael Haywood told Jay to eat some coffee beans.
Coffee beans
Yeah,
and fatback.
Yeah. Wow.
Throw away your magazine collection.
Oh.
They don't fit the narrative. Fang.
I know, I was just reading that too.
Fang was. Who's Fang was? It was like was it a puppet? Lizard puppet? Was Fang a puppet? Grasshopper. Who was Fang?
My grandpa had a dog named Fang one time because he only had one tooth come down on the side like this, big old long thing.
I'm wondering who Leslie's what?
I don't know.
Why?
Oh, why eat coffee beans?
No, is that what you?
That's the only reason I would think. That's the only thing I saw that I would go, why?
Muggs, the bass player for Paul Revere and the Raiders. Bang.
Yeah, I was way off.
Yeah.
No, there is no. I know I'm right.
Icon
there is a Fang out there.
Oh my God!
Band.
Oh, jeez. I'm on here how long? 15 minutes before I realized this thing, you can push a button and read the chat on the computer. I was looking at the chat on the phone.
Yeah, dude, just go to...
Yeah, okay, whatever. I found it.
Thanks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can do a lot more when you're on the computer.
Yeah, you really
I still
can.
look at my phone. I can't.
That's messed up, man. Wow.
What do we got here? 54 watts.
I'm just so used to watching chat on phone.
Well, I'm on the laptop
Me
on
too.
Streamyard, and it's not a good chat. I mean, it's like
It's behind
YouTube
a
is
bit.
faster. Who just popped in here?
I think sometimes the StreamYard does similar to a top chat instead of all messages or live chat or whatever.
What's up, Pop?
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
All right, how you doing?
How you doing, huh?
Good, good. Good to see you all.
Good to see you.
You having a good
Hello,
night?
youngin.
You see? Yeah. Indeed.
Hey, Dan, I think it's my first time meeting you, bud.
Yeah, I've seen you on before. I just haven't been on the same time you have.
Hey, great to meet you, man. Love that Sasquatch hat.
I had that custom made.
I almost wore that
That's pretty.
shirt.
That's pretty sick, right there.
Actually, mine's like flipping you off or giving a peace sign or something. I don't remember which one I have.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I'm wearing my
I thought it said-
Pond shirt.
I thought it said Trash Panda. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, Thrash Pondo Ponds.
Okay. Well, I learned.
That's a guy. That's a YouTube guy.
Thrash Pondo.
You got a free shirt, huh?
He does old movie stuff, old trivia and stuff like that.
John P.
Oh, that's
Adventure
cool.
says, hello, lady above Danny on panel. Hi. Susie says, that's Stevie B, John P. Adventures.
Yeah.
That was just funny.
I'm so glad.
Were you guys? I missed a minute or two. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, well, Which minute?
Now, if you want to read the chat, go ahead and read the chat.
What were you saying?
Oh, were you guys like talking about Ghostbusters a minute ago?
Briefly.
Probably.
I said I had the new Ghostbusters Afterlife DVR'd, but I hadn't got a chance to watch it yet.
Oh, okay. It's not a bad movie. I saw it in theaters. That's the only time I saw it. It's not bad. I felt like it was more of a kids movie.
I heard
Like,
I heard the whole thing was worth watching just for the last 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, that's I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah. Have you seen the trailer for the new one, the Frozen Empire one?
No.
There's another one.
Yeah,
Oh my
they got
God,
a
really?
new one coming out
Well,
next year
Stevie,
called
now I feel
Frozen
like you.
Empire. Yeah. And it's got like this big ice demon that wants to freeze the world. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have like a climate change element.
You know,
to
I think
it,
I
you
did
know?
see like a 20-second teaser thing for that.
An ice demon that wants to freeze.
It's still
the
better
world.
than 2016 Ghostbusters. You know.
That sounds like Northwood's ex-wife.
Oh.
Ice demon that wanted to
You
freeze.
know, it's the 2016 Ghostbusters that looked like Charlie's Angels instead of, well, never mind. But if it looked a little different, it might have been a better movie.
Can't disagree.
See how I caught myself before I messed up? I'm working on that Tourette's.
You've come a long way.
I'm impressed.
I didn't say fat cow or anything.
No.
Also, Dan, I think you had a Mothman comic book earlier.
Yeah.
You were showing up. I didn't know they made a Mothman. I grew up right across the river from Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Like I could basically just drive 2 minutes from my house, and you could see.
Well,
Point Pleasant
actually,
right
it
across from there.
was in October that the first one come out, and this was the first Mothman comic book, #1.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, and the one for November just come out, and I'd promised myself I was only going to buy really old collector comic books from now on. I done quit buying all the Superman and all the Captain of Marvel and all your Spider-Man bullshit. I quit doing it.
And then
all of a
last
sudden-
cover.
And then all of a sudden, they start making comic books about cryptids. And now I'm having to pay full price for comic books again.
That last cover was a take on The Fly, the movie The Fly.
Yeah, exactly. Except it was the
I love that movie. It's one of my favorites.
I can't wait to look through the comic book and see how it goes.
Yeah. That was cool.
But yeah, man, do you guys know the actual, you guys know the story behind the Mothman, right? About like Chief Cornstalk putting a curse on Point Pleasant for 200 years and stuff like that? Like, and the whole Silver Bridge
I
falling.
heard it.
The only like Genesis story I know is like Jersey Devil. You know, it has an origin. I didn't know that Mothman did too. So, what is it?
Yeah, Mothman. It was basically Chief Cornstalk. It was Native American, got cornered by some colonizers, and he put a curse on the town of Point Pleasant for 200 years, and I think 200 years has passed since then. I think it has. But allegedly, that's where the Mothman came from. Is like a part of his curse that he put on the town,
Right.
and then that's a lot of. Are you familiar with the Silver Bridge incident?
Yeah, I know that collapsed. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people say the Mothman flapped his wings underneath the bridge and made it collapse, but I don't know if that's true.
Supposedly there was a
know,
sighting
but-
just before the collapse.
Well, there was
Yeah.
several. There's
a Richard
couple
Gere
of
movie.
different sightings.
Yeah, because I grew up in
Before.
Point Pleasant, New Jersey. So whenever I heard Point Pleasant, I was
No,
like, what?
okay, different.
Then I started hearing about Mothman, and I was like, oh, okay. There's a Point Pleasant there too.
I have a cryptozoological creature on my pint glass here called the Ghostgen. It's one that I created. It's whenever if someone dies in the ocean, say you're in a submarine and you go to see the Titanic and it just so happens to implode and you die in the ocean, then your ghost is trapped in the ocean, thus making you the Ghostgen. You know. It's something that we don't look into enough because we're not underwater enough.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
It's a ghost in the ocean, a Ghostgen.
No, I understand it. I bet.
Never heard it.
Nope.
Yeah, I thought my drugs were good.
I mean,
Yeah, I made it up. I made it up.
I missed that part.
Jackie, how are you? Kate Smasher says New Jersey has some strange things. Just look at Snooki.
Just look at Mogs. I'm sorry.
You should be knocking them wrong.
I haven't been in Jersey for 15 years.
That's where you came from.
Yeah.
Last time I was through Jersey, they had just had a hurricane and everything was all messed up.
Yeah, that was probably Hurricane Sandy.
I don't know. It was years ago.
I want to say it's probably been 20 years since I've been to Jersey. As far as I can remember.
No, I've been all over since then, but haven't been back.
Yeah. Me too.
No regrets. I mean, I'm content.
I haven't been out of the state in like 10 years.
Well, I mean, I spent
What state?
12 years
I live in
there.
Columbus, Ohio.
Ohio.
Get out of Ohio for a little while.
I've been to Kentucky a couple times just for like to get a hotel right across from Cincinnati. But
That's right. Judy Wheeler said, me too, Jersey born. I remember that conversation sitting on your dad's deck where she was born in the same town as my sister. Like, probably the same hospital. That's a true story. It was bizarre, the small world kind of scenario, but yeah, we're almost certain that I forgot. I need to ask my sister what hospital where she was born, because it was the same town and there was only 2 hospitals. I think she should be able to correct me, but I think there was only 2 hospitals back then.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely. And it is
That's
such a
cool.
small town that it's not common.
Bell Prepper, what's up? Thank you
Hey.
so much. It's great to see you.
Good to see you, Belle.
I can't see it. Does she still have her wrench?
Yep. No, it's weird because on StreamYard it doesn't show either.
No.
There's no
You
color
have
on.
no idea.
yeah, you got to go to the actual.
I
You
know I
gotta
didn't take it
look
away,
at it on
but-
YouTube.
It doesn't show the blue. It doesn't show a wrench. It just says the name. But yeah, I'm looking at my phone.
Bell has the first wrench I ever gave out.
The very first ever.
I give out a lot of wrenches, and I had to talk recently on my last stream about how like I'm gonna have to maybe stop doing that soon, because I'm getting a lot of crazy people coming to watch my show. Not the people in the chat, but there's a lot of people who are watching me now, and I gotta be careful about just throwing wrenches out willy nilly like I used to, and that's a shame. I knew this day would probably come, but it ain't. It is what it is.
I found,
You had to get in early.
and I use it as an example, and I'm not saying they would, but if you give everybody a wrench, they can't moderate. Nobody can moderate
Can't moderate
each
a
other.
mod.
You can't moderate a mod. So if one of your wrenches decides to go rogue, and nobody can stop them except you,
Except for the channel host.
That's, I do like that though. I do like just everyone being on a even playing field.
then don't give anybody a wrench.
Nah, because it's fun. You got to give people wrenches.
But if everybody has a wrench, nobody's special.
That's right.
No, you're special because you do. Because you're there.
Not everybody can be special.
I get your point, but practicality.
I think everyone is special. I see I see the goodness in everybody. That's a flaw of mine. No, I get what you're saying exactly. But it's fun. You know what I mean? It's fun. The whole wrench thing is fun. And like I said, I'm going to have to like stop doing it soon.
Well, I've seen people that have wrenches and use them as weapons and not tools.
Luckily, I've never had that happen. I've never really had a bad instance with that in my chat. Everyone's really cool in the chat with Hcast.
Yeah, no,
I know
don't
it could
have-
happen.
I've
I
seen
know it could happen. I know.
of
Normally, if that happens, I just take care of it myself.
Still, what's up? Yeah, but if you're that busy, you don't always see it.
That's true. I've missed a couple. I should have seen.
Because I was a mod way before I had a channel. I would mod multiple channels, And then I was like, well, wait a minute, I can do this. So I tried, and I'm still trying.
You've done well, I think.
No, I think.
Well, it's more like a badge of honor on my channel than you're a moderator. It's more of like a badge of honor sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's more of like, hey, you're here. You've been here. You know, you're part of the group. That's how I think of it. I kind of made it my own thing.
It's a participation award.
Yeah, it is. It is. No, I mean, they're the bosses, dude. I can't, I got to give them all the credit in the world. They come and watch every week, they're awesome. The same as the people come watch you every week. You got to, you don't give them all wrenches, but you got to be thankful that they come and watch you,
Absolutely.
That goes without saying, and they know that.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess it's just my little way of saying thank you. You know what I mean? I guess it's because, I guess it's just my little way of doing that.
Stevie.
Sir.
This whole conversation is a freaking trap. See how I'm being quiet and avoiding it, sweetheart?
See why I'm not adding much to it either, because I'm
a trap.
You're not getting a wrench, Dan.
Oh, I wasn't asking for a wrench.
No,
I said Dan.
Oh, nothing, man. This whole conversation
I don't want one.
Crap.
No one should ever give me one.
I get the hand.
Michael Haywood wants an impact wrench.
Never give Hoff a wrench. Just don't do it.
I have a wrench, and it's by
default.
By default.
No, I still have wrench.
Every time somebody says Hoff, I have this picture in my head of David Hasselhoff standing on a car with a little red light going back and forth, going, "I am the night rocker."
It's been a difficult stereotype to overcome with a similar name. It is, but I am not affiliated with David Hasselhoff whatsoever. I'm not the Hoff. I'm just Hoff. There's no the.
You're
in
just
front of my
a
name.
Hoff.
Yeah. I'm a Hoff. I'm one of the Hoffs. I'm not the Hoff.
No.
It's a hard stereotype to overcome with the name, though. I have to tell you.
Oh, nobody would mix you up because he's like, what, 80 now?
He still looks good. Still looks good.
Is he still in Germany singing? What's he doing these days?
Probably.
Iron Dogger says, "Oh no, I have that in your mind, Dan."
I actually had his freaking album, a record, with David Hasselhoff standing on the front of the kit car singing "I Am the Night Rocker." I wasn't making a joke. I really had that album. I swear.
He's a better singer than Corey Feldman, that's for sure. But the only thing I can really think of when I hear about David Hasselhoff is that scene in what was the movie Click with Adam Sandler, where he gets up on the and he rips one in his face. I thought it's funny. You guys never seen the movie Click?
I've seen it, but it's been so long.
Yeah, I've saw it like once.
Yeah.
Well, basically, he uses the remote control and David Hasselhoff is his boss, and he pauses David Hasselhoff, and he gets up on his desk, and Adam Sandler farts in his face, and then he climbs down off the desk and hits play, and David Hasselhoff has no idea who farted in his face because it was paused while he did it. And he's like, I smell, he's like, I smell. It's like came out of nowhere. So now I just always think about David Hasselhoff getting farted in the face.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
All I can say is I'm not the biggest David Hasselhoff fan in the world, but for some reason, I have seen every episode of Baywatch more than once.
Huh?
It wasn't for Hasselhoff, that's for sure.
What was the reason?
It wasn't Pam Anderson.
Such a great
there,
show.
There's some quality actors there.
Good cinematography in Baywatch.
Yeah. Oh, that slow motion running.
Hasseldorf. I was reading Michael Haywood.
Old Hasseldorf.
And for some reason, I remember watching a movie with my little girl when she was a kid, and all of a sudden, it was SpongeBob, and all of a sudden, David Hasselhoff showed up in that movie, man.
I remember that. Don't they doesn't he? They
it was
swim
horrible.
on his back?
I was like, what the heck? And he was Baywatch guy in a SpongeBob movie.
He saves them. They like ride his back to the shore or something.
Look what
From what I
Jay
remember, I don't.
Look what Jay wrote.
I'm glad you remember that, Hoff, so it's not really like a Mandela thing. It really happened.
No, it happened.
What is it? Wait. Jay says Bigfoot, Mothman, Dogman, Jersey Devil, Mogan Monster. Get old, you become walking fart man.
What a fart joke's going on?
You started it.
Right.
I didn't mean to. I thought if you got the reference, I wouldn't have to explain it, but I had to explain the joke.
Michael says, I heard they were going to do a new Knight Rider where Kit was doing Uber runs. Well, he was like the first automated, car as far as, driver free.
That's the thing that's going to start happening. Like, they're going to have, like, driver-free Ubers and stuff. So might as well just dress it up like Kit, make it look cool. Have it be the DeLorean
Definitely
from
have
Back
fun
to the
with
Future picking me up,
Didn't Hasselhoff star in The Young and the Restless? No. As far as I know.
I think he
was
did.
on some soap opera.
Really?
I think he was in it. That's where he got his
I
start.
didn't know that.
I'm almost certain. I don't know if it was Young and the Restless.
He had to
but-
be young
Yeah.
and restless.
I really thought it was General Hospital, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure which.
I thought that was John Stamos.
Now I want to look it up. Well, quite a few. I mean, wasn't it? Who were we watching? Oh God, we were watching Attack of the Killer Tomatoes 2 yesterday.
I haven't seen Boggy Creek, but you've seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Bigfoot. Yeah.
But George Clooney was in it.
Oh, that was the thing.
Yeah, he was. George
in
Clooney
this
was
movie.
in it, and he started on. What show did he start on? It wasn't a soap opera.
Facts of Life.
Facts of Life. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't a soap, but might as well.
I almost said Laverne and Shirley. The Big Ragu.
Carmine. Jen says, aren't we a year or two away from having Kit in the driveway?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I need a car that talks back to me. Great.
Isn't that a Family Guy joke where there's a Russian Kit and he's like, in Russia, a car talks back to you? I'm going to stop making references. I'll stop making...
We're right.
That's how my brain works. It's like a file cabinet. I just pull stuff out. Yeah.
Michael, hey,
This
what's
reminds
it?
me of things.
It was on General Hospital.
Hospital. Yeah.
No, Hospital.
Horse spittle?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what he wrote.
Horse spittle.
Hospital.
Get a little
Jesse's
horse spittle.
girl.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes filmed local in Ruskin, Florida, my hometown.
Oh wow.
Right on. I started singing the theme song to it, and she was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Because it wasn't that show, but then they broke into the old theme song, and she's like, "Holy shit! How do you know that?" Basically.
Once again, I never saw the original. But...
I gotta look up
I
Ruskin.
didn't know that was filmed in Florida. I really didn't.
Ruskin is kind of north central.
Okay.
Judy, you taught me something.
It's probably about an hour and a half away from Crystal River if you're leaving from Crystal River. So here it takes longer because you got all the lakes to go through. But yeah, it's up there in the middle somewhere.
Jay says he was in Floral City, Florida today.
Did you get lost? Why were you there?
Why?
What were you doing? And where was Janet?
She was driving.
Oh, that's messed up.
Just kidding.
And Danny's trying not to laugh. Like,
Daddy's trying not to say nothing. He's being real quiet.
Because Mo's the
This
same.
is one of them shows where I just feel like if I don't be real careful, I'm gonna make somebody angry. It's just a joke that I shouldn't say or something. I think it's the
What do
new
you
pop.
say it and
Not
apologize
just
later.
saying.
Funny, say it.
Breeze, take care.
Apologize later.
Great to see you. And serious, Breeze, you got to get in touch with me so we can hang out sometime. He's here in Florida too.
Yeah, I'd love to
Nice
meet him.
guy.
Haven't met him yet.
I got me one of them vape things so I can smoke in the house without sticking it up. And it's okay, but it ain't the same as a cigar. I'd rather have something good to smoke.
Did I miss something?
Probably.
No, Miss Dill.
Than I did, because
Thanks, Mogan Stephanie. I'm done with doing this. Love you all. Time for me to move on. Best to everyone.
Wow, what the?
I don't know.
I have no
Don't
idea.
know.
No idea.
Wasn't something I said, was it?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, dude, I just don't think she's a fan of the Hoff, man. I think
that's
it's
it.
personal.
I think she just doesn't like me.
I don't know what's going on, guys.
I believe that myself.
Miss Dill, I'm sure I'll try to change your mind after the show. I mean, I'm
I was
sorry.
just joking. I've been nothing but polite on here. And
You did something to
I always
upset
try to
her.
be
I
very
don't
polite
know.
around here.
I don't know.
Hopefully, no one's got anything
I'm
against
saying
me.
that I missed something.
Oh, Miss Dill says, "Love you, Hoff." Thank you, appreciate it.
It's because your background's confusing everybody. We're trying to figure out if that's TV or a fire or is
People
it real?
they keep thinking I'm like I need to like get a fire extinguisher around here or a bucket
like-
of water. It's
It's like, are you in the
I need to
mountains
get a
somewhere
new-
really cold?
No, it's a TV. You know, it's
Are you
it's
gonna put a
TV.
fireplace on and pretend like it keeps you warm?
Yeah, you know, it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. You know, there's no kind of like kind of effect.
They don't
that
have.
makes me
They
feel
don't
warm.
have porn where you live, right?
Have what? Just make sure I didn't
I'm sorry,
mishear
man.
you.
I'm just busting your balls, man. Don't take me serious.
I can't put that on there on someone else's stream.
I'm still scrolling, guys. Hold on.
Because if you had that, you wouldn't be on the stream.
I don't
Well,
know.
there's only so much you can do in a day.
Hey Raymond, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm still just like scratching my head. But Miss Dill, I hope that we can figure it out because you are loved here and you will be missed. So,
Absolutely.
you know, you've been here from the beginning. I don't know what, reasoning is, but
I didn't see anything, but also I've been paying attention either.
I hadn't really been reading the chat, so I don't know if somebody offended somebody or not.
I'll email you tomorrow.
okay.
And couldn't do nothing about it no way, so what the hell?
Find out tomorrow. Where are we at? 111. Of course it is.
Of course.
Actually, it was 111.27 when I looked.
Of course.
All right, Miss Dill. Forest friend, how's it going?
Lee. I don't think I said hi.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Lee, you're coming on, buddy.
I was scrambling around trying to get ready and jump in the show, and I missed a lot of people, I'm sure.
Still got Benny Hill in my head. Damn it.
He's got little musical tune that I get stuck in mind.
It's there.
Yakety sax.
I was just about to say that. I doubt there's a whole lot of people who can, Mogs, who can hum the theme from Attack of the Killer Tomatoes 2. Just
No,
like-
it was
The original.
it was from the original, actually.
and he sang it.
Oh,
He
okay. Well, regardless, you
He
know.
sang it. He didn't hum.
Oh, that I'd actually know it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, there's probably like a handful of people that would actually be able to do that.
Movie? Yeah.
You'd be surprised that stuff he remembers from movies.
I know the blob. I know. Beware of the blob. It creeps, it sweeps, it slides, it glides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall.
Okay,
A
stop.
blotch. Beware of the blob.
Please
You
don't
gotta do the
that.
ending. That's a good song.
Wow. Yeah, it's a good song, but you're slaughtering it.
Jay says half the house.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah. Wow.
Now it's gonna be stuck in your head though.
I just don't want my brain to hurt.
You have to worry about that.
I'm still a better singer than Corey Feldman.
No.
You are.
Everybody is.
I think you have a fascination with Corey Feldman.
No, I put up a video that went viral, and it was a goofy video, and now it's people think that I got some vendetta against him. It was just a goofy video I put up, and now my life revolves around. I'm the Corey Feldman guy now. I have to live with that.
How that works,
You know?
huh?
Yeah, it's dumb. It's so dumb, but it's also got my channel a lot of attention. So hey, I can't really complain about that. But people think I'm like actually out to get Corey Feldman, but it was just a goofy video I put up. I thought was funny. It's hilarious. People think
You better watch
very
it. He's the
serious.
kind of guy that'll track you down and come to your house.
Right.
I think so. I think he's been like half the chat that doesn't like my sunglasses.
You're gonna open it. You're gonna hear a knock on the door. And
No,
you're
you're
gonna
just gonna
over
get
there.
your bodies in the back seat.
Open the door. And he's gonna be standing there going, "Don't fuck with a frog, brother."
I think he's like 5'4". I think I can take him.
That's what the
I looked it up.
vampires thought.
I think he's like five. I know the Lost Boys. There's like a 5'4", 5'5". I think I can take him. You know, he's still pretty well built for being 50, but I still think I can take him.
Once again, that's what all the other vampires said.
Oh wow.
That was a great movie, though.
Lost Boys?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I made
did
fun of this
that
song
one at the
Corey
theater.
Feldman did in there. It sounds like War Pigs from Ozzy Osbourne. I didn't know it was a song from Lost Boys. It sounds exactly like War Pigs. Dunno, you know, with that riff.
Hmm. All I have in my head is "Thou shalt
Yes.
not kill." From that movie.
The children singing.
That was a good movie.
That was.
I liked when they're hanging from the train trestle.
Oh, yeah.
Let go, Michael. Michael, let go.
I just don't like the introduction that people have to me is they think that I got some vendetta against Corey Feldman when I don't. I don't. It's fun to make fun of him. You know, he does a lot of goofy things on stage. He makes kind of a Jack A out of himself. You know, he does that. He does it to himself. And, you know, I don't want to be that guy, but I am now. So, hey, I got to live with that.
It's
It's a burden on my soul.
Crush you gotta bear. Wow. Real life problems. In excess. Good time for Lost Boys. Miss Dill, thank you so much for posting that link for Hoff.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate anyone who does anything to support me or the channel. or
Mr.
anything
Lee,
like
you
that.
too. Thank you for posting Dan's.
I got video of a big bird.
With Big Bird?
Yeah,
But
a
you
big
sound like
bird.
Christopher
That's
Walken.
the best I can do right now.
Bird.
It's a video
It
of
was
a
a
big
big
ass
bird.
bird.
Got
Not
a
a big
video
yellow
with Big
bird.
Bird.
It's a big bird.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I just
It
watched
wasn't hopping down the street
the
singing.
rundown. His character in that movie was so fucking funny. You know the rundown with The Rock?
Yeah, he's got the bullwhip. Yeah, is that the
Yeah.
one? Yeah.
Well, listen to Christopher
Yeah.
Walken talking that when he's about to get killed. Justified and
And Doug said, someone let him out of Sesame Street. Holy shit.
Big Bird.
Let him out of.
Oh.
I read that wrong.
We need more cowbell. No, sorry.
Look, you got Corey Feldman in your chat now. Also, John P, thank you for subbing. Appreciate you,
Oh,
bud.
that's funny.
But now you got Corey Feldman in your chat.
Yeah, I texted him when you started talking shit about him. I figured he needed to come over and defend his freaking
He's coming after you.
He said, "What's up in here? The fuck?
The fuck?
The fuck?"
Fuck.
Hey, Corey, I told you. Smart ass talking bad shit about your brother.
You got a low jack on you? Track you here?
I don't think that's legit Corey Feldman because he spelled his first name wrong.
Oh, you want the movie star?
Leslie Taylor says,
Never mind,
Corey
Corey.
Feldman, LOL. You suck, apparently.
Evidently.
I'm trying to think. What he did Goonies, didn't he? Was he in that?
Yeah, he was in. He was also in The Burbs with Tom Hanks. You know.
What was that one he did?
Stand By Me.
I like Stand By Me pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we've named all of his movies at this point.
No, he's
All
done a
4 of
couple
them?
more.
Stand By Me was a good movie.
That was.
We've named all his movies that made money. by
Right.
now.
Jerry. The hell's his last name?
Jerry Maguire.
No, from Stand By Me, the fat kid. Jerry and his brother Charlie. What the hell? He was the one who eventually did Sliders. Remember that sci-fi show Sliders? Jerry.
I remember
O'Connor-
the DVD
Jerry,
case.
Jerry. Fuck was his name? O'Connor.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember his name.
Anyway, my grandmother and his
Oh.
grandmother were like friends.
Dream a
at
Little
some
Dream.
point.
That was the movie I was thinking
Yeah,
of.
Jerry McConnell. Yeah,
Jerry O'Connell, yeah.
Dream a Little Dream. I didn't know they came out with a part.
O'Connell. That's
Yeah, he
right.
was-
Is it McConnell or is it O'Connell? I know it was Connell.
Jerry
There's
O'Connor.
people in the chat saying one and the other.
I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Let them argue about that. No, I bet.
I love sliders from White Castle.
Belly bombers,
I like
murder burgers.
Sliders is a lot like how some people say Bigfoot travels from place to place. You
Sliders,
know, with the portals and all that.
portals.
Yeah.
No, that was a good movie, and it kind of gave a good representation of what it might be like. You know, it was the same. They'd run at the doppelgangers of themselves and shit, and sometimes, but they're slipping through universes. It was pretty cool. You know, I'm sure, and it was basically based on what people think today, as far as different dimensions. You know, stacked up.
Do you believe in different dimensions, Muggs? That sort of thing? Like string theory or whatever it is. I'm not even an expert on that. I just kind of know the
String theory was, what was that? Also the M theory. I don't know, dude. It's some version of it, because I like. I've experienced paranormal, and like if I had an out of body experience. Okay, so I was still in this dimension, I guess, but I was out of my body, looking at my body. So I don't know if that's a different dimension. What are supposed to be 12?
I would call that a different dimension, Marks. I definitely would.
Oh, it's kind
A
of weird.
different realm of reality. The
Okay.
very definition.
Well, I
of
was going to say a different realm.
So yeah, so I guess it was a different dimension or a different realm, and it was brief, but So yeah, I guess I did.
I mean, how did you have that? Was it just random or like Because mine was drug induced, but
So was mine. Well, a couple of them.
Mine was due to a traumatic fall.
Oh, wow.
Like,
So you died basically almost, and then your soul left.
No, dude, I was hiking and I went down this like. To me, it was we were hiking up the mountain and there was a stream coming down the mountain, and at one point there was just this huge rock that the water cascaded over, and it was about a 45-degree angle. And I jumped off. I went on the top of this rock and pushed off and slid down this rock, and it was probably a good 40, 50 feet. So I was moving by the time I hit the bottom. I landed in a little puddle of water at the bottom of this rock, sitting like on my heels. So, you know, if like you were to lean up against the wall and just slide down and sit on your heels, that's how I landed. Well, that's where my body landed. But it was like my soul kept going, or my spirit, whatever you want to call it, tumbled out of me. So for like 2 seconds, I was on my hands and knees looking at myself in that squatted position for good 1,000, 1,000, came back to my body.
Do you think that's because you were very close to being dead?
I don't know.
Like somehow survived?
I don't know. I always called it an outer body experience as opposed to a near-death experience. You know, I always call it outer body because it was almost like my soul was like, oh shit, we're screwed, and jumped. You know,
I've heard a similar story,
but I don't know why it happened, but it happened. And
good night, Lester.
Lester, take care. Good to see you, bud.
There's a podcast from a couple years ago about a lady who got into a car accident and she was like, she almost died, and she remembers right before the collision happened that she like went up above the car and watched the whole accident happen from like a third point of view, you know, and watched it happen and watched herself get into the accident, even though like that's crazy stuff. I'm not saying it's crazy like it's like insane. I'm saying like it's crazy like it's unfathomable from where we live in just this materialistic world where we know there is spirits and all kinds of stuff, and we have souls. And most people believe we have souls, and whether you're religious or not. But the fact that there is that disconnect that can happen sometimes. And the last thing I'm going to say real quick, just because this is something I've kind of thought about recently, is I think the world unravels the way it has to. I think otherwise timelines end and other things happen, and this is the realm that we're in, and the timeline that we're all still surviving in somehow. I don't know why, but but I don't know if I'm making any sense right now. But like the way I don't hardly believe in coincidence like at all. So whenever things happen, I think everything happens for a reason, and that's otherwise the universe would implode on itself, you know. Start to be like existential, but we're talking about souls and stuff. And I think that things have to happen a certain way. That's why I don't believe in coincidence, and I just think things like that are so interesting.
Well, but then you also you believe that it's fate and it's prejudgment, and we don't have. It would mean we don't have a say in our destiny, almost. You know what I mean?
That's not what I'm saying. If you believe in multiple timelines, we are on multiple timelines that give us free will to do these different things. But according to this timeline, everything has to happen this way in order for it to unravel without it imploding. If that makes any sense. I'm sorry if I'm not making sense.
That would apply to any timeline.
And that's why there's multiple. So you have to believe in more than one to believe that exists. What I'm saying. You can believe there's just this one. You can believe there's just this one, and that's the way it is. But I think there are multiple that just like constantly just spring out like you know, branches off a tree or something. That's just the way I think about it.
Maybe. Mr. Lee says I fell down the stairs once and had to sit on a rubber ring for 6 months. No lie. Apparently, he went down on his ass.
Now he landed on that there knob at the end of the stairs in the
Oh no, he was doing the railing, huh?
Just slide down that thing backwards.
Forgot about that little thing at the end.
Yeah, took it the hard way there, Lee.
Sorry, Mr. Lee, that's terrible. It's funny though.
He brought that on himself telling that story. Come on.
Mr. Lee bruised your tailbone or busted?
No, just bruised it. It'd be a heck of a bruise.
Oh, he should be used to that.
And
I
just lost chat.
Draw your own conclusions.
LIB says, I can't even get stuff done over here. Multiple timelines? Forget about it.
Yeah, right. No shit.
Blame it on your other multiple timelines. I didn't get that. I got it done in another timeline. I swear.
That was a good. Was it Michael Keaton did Multiplicity? Was that?
Yeah, where he cloned himself. Yeah.
And then the clone, and it was downhill from there.
And then you got the really dumb clone. He's like, I like pizza.
Rain clone.
Because they got dumber, as you clone them.
Copy of a copy. Yeah. It's a
Mr.
little dimmer.
Mr. Lee says, Dan, you knucklehead.
Guys, we still have 30 minutes left if anybody wants to pop on.
That's it?
Yeah, Mr. Lee. Come on in. Pop on
Mose
here
is asking for someone to save him from the madness of me and Dan right now.
I bet he's praying anybody else in the world, even Jay Fritz pops on.
He is. He's praying anyone comes and saves him from
These
us.
two knuckleheads down here, boy, they're driving me crazy. One of them's got a mental problem, and the other one's fucking named after David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, that's where the show went south. Was David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
You're never going to get rid of that, man. Of all the names you could have picked, you chose.
I didn't pick it. It's what I've always been called. I didn't pick my name. It's what people call me in real life. So I just this is what people call me.
So identify as something else.
They probably said,
Do they call you that they call you that because of something to do with your last name, or do they call you that because you drive a big black sports car?
It has to do with my name.
Okay. If it was because you drive a big black sports car.
I'm not doxing myself. I'm not telling my full name out here, but it has to do with my name. And I thought it's a good nickname. Everyone calls me that in real life, so I just figured that'd be my name online. Because my actual name, what my part of my name is that I will not disclose here, it doesn't fit me. It doesn't fit me. But I am Hoff. I'm definitely a Hoff for sure. But I'm not the name that goes with the rest of my birth certificate.
Tina says, I think it's Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, my name is Jerry O'Connell.
Or she's just catching up, going, wait a minute.
I know. I guess I messed up when the first channel I ever made on YouTube, I just put my real name, Danny State, on that motherfucker. So no matter what happens, people know who I am. So I just want to stick with it.
Well, that was me. I went into chat for the very first time under my real name, Stephanie, and there's a couple of people that Lee, who still calls Lee's the only one that really calls me by my real name. But I grew up from birth being Stevie. That was from my dad. Well, actually from my mom. They kind of a combination, but
that was from an uncle.
Well, no, I mean they nicknamed me Stevie, but they got it from my mom's little brother that passed when he was 10. His name was Steven. It was spelled PH, like Stephen.
Dude, when I first started YouTube, I first started the Bigfoot videos and everything. I was wanting people that lived around me to send me their reports so I could investigate their sightings. So, like a genius, I used my real name, put my address and a description of a video. I was expecting somebody to mail me some stuff, right? No, I got Bigfoot hunting hippies from Alabama showing up at my front yard at 6 o'clock in the morning, beating on my door, wanting to go Bigfoot hunting. So I learned right then to take that address down and get a freaking post office box.
Yeah, you gotta have some discretion.
Yeah.
Yourself.
I didn't know.
I
didn't know stuff back then,
Well, Mogan Monster was just because I didn't want to put my name out there at the time.
Sorry.
It was the first live chat I was ever going into. I didn't know anything about this, and I'm like, I saw some of the names in chat, and I'm like, hey, not everybody puts their name out there. I'm like, well, what am I going to put? And I ended up with Mogi Monster because I was into Bigfoot, and I was in Arizona at the time. So I was like, oh, let's go with that. But putting my name out there, a lot of people know my name. Go to my Facebook, you'll know my name.
Yeah.
My last name is Van Byron.
There's very few people who know my name. There's a fella who's on YouTube that I'm friends with, and we live close to each other. He came over on Sunday, and we went to dinner. And I'm selling a bunch of my collectibles, so he bought some of it. And I was going through a bunch of stuff, and I had a business card laying out with my full name on it. And he's like, I've met this guy in person over 10 times, and he saw the business card. He's like, oh, I didn't even know that was your name. I was like, oh, okay. Well, like I told him before, but it's just, we don't even call each other that really,
When I went,
we're gonna find out his name's like Hoff Epstein or something.
Hoff Epstein? No, it's not. And I didn't kill myself.
No, the first time I ever heard, I was at the 168, the outing with Kerry Arnold, and it was the first morning I was there. I left my trailer and I was walking over to, I think, breakfast.
I remember this.
And somebody from across the campground, all I hear is, Moog! What the fuck was that? What? It's like, who's that?
Who's there?
I don't know anybody. But that was the first time anybody called me that in public. And I was like, well, if I like this or not.
Yeah.
I was like, it's weird.
Did somebody call me?
Yeah. Because in the real world, I never responded. I never got called that.
No.
It's not like my sister calls me Mogs. It's just YouTube.
Oh, it used to drive me crazy. Any
That's true.
family functions I had growing up, my cousin Stevieb, somebody would say Stevie, and we're both
like, what?
Yeah, and it's like one of us needs to change the name. I'm like, I can't help it. He couldn't help it.
What were you gonna say?
I'm so used to Hoff that like at family functions when someone calls me by my name, like I'm like, what? Who's? Oh, me. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna find. Hey, check it out. His family were real big Andy Griffith fans, and he's named Goober.
Oh wow!
Right? Is that it?
I demand a recount. No.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Don't worry, I got wild. Let's see, what does he say? Don't worry, I got Wild Man in Germany.
In Germany, in my name.
Wild Man in Germany. John P.
Obviously, I'm a German man. Hoff.
Bigfoot in Germany. He's that. How was
Wild
his name?
Man in Germany.
No, Bigfoot in Germany. Remember, he was actually in Germany, and he was always in chat, and he was on other people's chat. He finally got back to the States. What the hell was his name?
I'll never remember the name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't think it was John.
His brother had the channel.
He ended up in.
Wasn't it his brother?
I don't know. He moved back to the States. He went to Nevada.
Oh, I didn't know. He said Wild Man, not Bigfoot. LOL. Wild Man in German. Not Germany. He said in Germany.
He's like, there is a Bigfoot in Germany.
All right. Now I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, I think he goes by something else now. Yeah, anyway.
German Bigfoot.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he's saying the phrase for a wild man in German. Because he didn't say Germany, he said German.
Oh, sorry, dude. We're just misreading shit here.
I think it's some kind of code.
Won't try to guess Hoff's name. Ain't right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just leave it as is. That's a good idea. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Walderman. Waldeman.
Walderman?
Waldman.
Oh, Walderman.
Not R. Not an R.
No, look, Waldman.
Waldman.
I'm still saying Goober.
Not me.
Golly.
I ain't gonna tell anybody, John. I don't have to. Black Forest, Bigfoot. What?
Black Forest, Bigfoot in German.
He loves ham.
Helton says, funny thing is, I use my full name on photos and magazines, so a lot of my friends call me by my full name, Christopher Lee Helton. I find it funny, but it worked for David Lee Roth. Oh yeah.
I mean, his name's Christopher Lee, like the great actor who played a vampire, and also Count Dooku.
Not darn, you two ought to get along real good.
And Saruman in Lord of the Rings, you know. But David Lee Roth, yeah, hot for teacher, you know.
Oh, Van Halen.
Come on, that was funny. I don't care what you say.
No, that's like, I have a van name. It's Van Zylan.
Yeah, you look like a Van Zant.
Right.
And it's no, if you read it, people can't pronounce that fucking name either.
No.
They can't do Mogian, and they can't do my last name.
There's been a couple times I've corrected a couple people on.
Your name does not speak the way it reads.
Well, it's Zilen.
No, he's saying.
Oh, Mogian.
Mogian.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. But the L's are like the Y, like Spanish. The double
Yeah, like
L.
Pollo Loco.
Some say Mugion. The only two that I've ever heard in Arizona say are Mugion and Mogion.
God darn, I called it Mogollon for a long time.
What the hell did we just hear the other day?
Mogollon.
Mogollon.
Yeah, it was said phonetically.
I mean, the debate would continue if you wouldn't clarify right now. Honestly, I mean, I think you need to.
Oh
clarify.
no, it'll. Cam Buckner can't say it either, and he'll like do a show.
He's the one that says Mogollon.
Yeah, he says Mogollon, and
he says
I'm officially naming it Mogollon. I know people say Mogion, but I'm calling it Mogollon. I'm like, all right.
Michael Haywood said Magnolia Monster.
Magnolia,
Mongolian.
There's this record store I just went to on Sunday here in Columbus. I've been there many times. It's been around for 56 years. It's called Magnolia. It's called Magnolia Thunder Pussy. That's the name of the record shop. It's been around a long time, and they had the record I wanted for Record Store Day. And I wasn't trying to be like crass. That's the name of it says it on the sign of the store. It's, you know, where's the dang here, I'll show you the here's the sticker, you know, for their. Yeah.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't lie.
Just so you know, we believed you.
Yeah.
It's a great record shop, though. I was going to
to
buy a DVD. I dropped it and I broke it, but I still bought it. You know.
Break it. You bought it.
Well, just the case. The discs are fine.
I haven't bought music in ages.
I don't think anybody
I don't
has.
think I own a DVD or a CD.
Oh, what I'm doing right now, I'm sorry to interrupt, is like I kind of took a break from it to come by here. You're welcome. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for having me, Mogzillion Monsters. And I'm trying to be respectful. And but I'm selling a bunch of stuff. Like look how crazy this is around here. I got boxes and boxes of stuff I'm going to be selling this week of collectibles that I don't want anymore. It's stuff I just want to get rid of. I'm done with it. But you know, I like to collect music. I do like to collect vinyl records, and that's like my new thing. I'm getting older. I don't really want toys and collectibles around here anymore. And you know, that's just a personal thing because they take up space now. I don't have space to put them out, you know. But
usually that happens when you get older. When you get old.
Yeah.
How old are you?
In my mid-30s.
Okay.
And I'm single, so
watch what you say right now, because I'm 56 and I've got toys and collectibles and freaking comic books hanging behind me.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Stuff test that up in here.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm keeping a good part of my collection. I'm just getting rid of a good amount of it that I don't want anymore. I'm keeping I'm keeping some action figures and stuff. It's just like when I'm single, and when I have a lady walk in here, I just don't want a bunch of toys out. You know what I mean?
If she really likes you, she'll put up with your what do you call it, Sheldon Cooper fascination.
But also I'm literally not.
You can live with a big bang guy.
But I don't care about it anymore either. There are certain things that I do want to keep, like my Ghostbusters figures and my some Star Wars stuff and whatnot. But there's other things I don't care. I want to sell them. And I sold a bunch to my buddy the other day for a good price, and I felt great about it. It felt awesome to just get rid of it. Someone else has it that might enjoy it, because it's just sitting in a box or in a closet for me right now. Like, I have no plans to hold on to it or do anything with it. So I just want to get rid of this stuff and just kind of feel more of a light load. You know what I mean? Like on my shoulders.
Raymond says no one wants Pokemon cards anymore.
That's not true.
I got 2 Charizards. No, they go for a high price.
They do. And, I'd like to shoot whoever created that Pokemon Go game. That app. I work for parks, and I've literally had people come into my office and want to go upstairs in a conference room that's off limits to anyone except for staff, and insist that they be allowed to go up because there's a prize up there.
They're playing a game.
Pokemon Go.
Okay. My son outgrew Pokemon, and when I cleaned out the storage unit, they was like 50,000 crates of Pokemon cards, and I sold so many of them freaking things. You would not believe it. I got rid of all of them. I didn't need them.
No, they go for the originals. They go for high prices now. High prices. Like Magic the Gathering. I never played that, but those cards go for crazy amounts of money. It's insane.
Hey Dan, you got a couple cards over there we can see?
Dogman UK, good to see you. Have a good night.
Thanks, man. Peace. What do you got for us, Dan?
You got a cool view of the Bigfoot cap.
Yeah, I'm sitting here still.
I was trying to figure out what year these damn things was from.
Same age.
These are 90s Pokemon cards, brand new, still in the freaking wrapper.
That's cool.
Bro, you better put that in like a sleeve. That's probably worth like $300.
It ain't never been opened. I got a bunch of these brand new ones. We never opened them.
Wow.
You better put them in some plastic, because that thing's,
Send me a self-addressed stamped envelope on YouTube, guys. You got my address. It's on my videos, and I'll send you some Pokemon freaking cards. Maybe worth a fortune. See, I'm giving shit away over here.
They probably are, honestly.
Give a damn about that crap.
Jackie, have a good night.
Jackie, take care. Good to see you.
No, I took whole bins of them things and sold them for $50 at a time just to get rid of them out of my way. I'm like you. I've got so much crap. It's pathetic.
Still crazy.
A lot of time of hoarding.
The reason I'm going to a shop instead of eBay is because to take care of the shipping costs and everything like that. Especially when it comes to my pop figures, I'm getting rid of all my pop figures, and
Why would anybody ever buy a pop figure? I hate them things.
There's a shop that's called Funko City, 45 minutes away from me.
I'm familiar with them.
So I'm gonna sell them my whole thing, hopefully. But I want to keep my X-Files ones and my Big Lebowski pops. I think those are cool. I like my, those are rare, and I like my Big Lebowski stuff. I'm a big fan of Big Lebowski, dude.
If I had the Scully and Mulder.
Most kind of reminds me of the dude.
The action figures they put out, I'd keep them.
Dude. What about Scully and Mulder?
If I had the Scully and Mulder action figures that Barbie line put out, I'd keep them. I like X-Files.
Dude, yeah, I'm a big X-Files fan.
I got X-Files comic books. lots of X Files.
They had some team ups with some other did they ever do X Files teams up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
That's
Seems like
another
something
one.
they did.
Bristol just mentioned. I bought a huge box of Magic cards for $2 at a yard sale. Some of them worth.
I got them crappy things.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Got them.
Magic
I haven't
cards.
got rid of them yet. I got a lot of Pokemon crap left. I'm still trying to get rid of.
Magic cards go for crazy.
Yeah, way more than Pokemon.
Got a lot of Magic together, and I got all the power cards for that series.
Chris
played all that shit back in the day.
Logan Paul paid $3 million for a Pikachu.
Didn't Post Malone pay like so many millions for a Magic the Gathering One Ring card? I think I paid like $2 million or $7 million, something around there.
Yeah, I'm making me want to break that shit out and start looking through it.
Really, right?
I don't care about that crap.
That's all I've been doing lately is just going through all my stuff like I showed earlier. Like, I'm just going through everything. I got boxes I'm going to put in my trunk tomorrow. I'm going to drive around to some shops, and I'm going to try to get rid of as much as I can. And then what's left, I will ship it out. I'll put it on eBay and everything. But I want the space.
You can make more money if you try to individually sell it on eBay than you do it.
I don't want to put the work into it. I don't want to put the work into
lazy
it.
ass.
Jen, take care. Thank you.
Good night, Jen.
Jen, have a great night.
Grasshopper says, so devolution is real from Bigfoot to Pikachu. Yeah.
Say I got 50 pops and I want to sell them all individually. That's like $4 shipping per pop, and also I'm not going to get that much for some of them because some of them are cheap. I'd rather just get rid of them, and do one trip and not have to pay for all the shipping and the boxing and the bubble wrap and everything like that. I just want to get it done with,
Usually, when I decide to get rid of stuff, I either go to the flea market and sell it to a vendor who's got a table and can sell stuff like that, or I go to the comic book shop and let them take it off my hands.
Well, yeah, I live in Columbus, so there's a lot of places around here. I'm already like going to be calling tomorrow and going to. Then I think will take a lot of this stuff off my hands, especially if just my buddy took that much off my hands for a good price the other day. I think I have a good chance with some of these shops. I wasn't even asking that much. Not at all. I'm not asking to make a profit. My
problem is I just collect everything. I got so many different kinds of stuff. I got like swords and daggers.
I know, me too. I'm trying to whittle down what I collect. You know what I mean? Recently, I've been collecting like clothes and hats and stuff like that.
Man, I bet I got 10,000 hats. I wear like 4 of them. I got some cool hats.
I love hats, man. I'm a big hat guy.
I'm not.
He's a bandana.
I'm not even wearing one right now.
Dude, aside from here, I'll wear a bandana during the summer to keep the sweat out of my eyes.
That's it.
That's about it.
I hardly ever see him in one. Matter of fact, right before the show, he's like, "Where's my bandana?"
I've got 1,000 of them. Okay, 100. But
what color did I wear last show?
John.
Well, I have a different hat I wear when I'm not on a live stream. Usually, if I'm going on a live stream, and I'll wear my Bigfoot hat. And one of my shirts from one of the other guys who do shows on YouTube has sent me shirts. So
I always get to the sneakers. That can get expensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
Chris's hats aren't worth $3 million.
There's a guy on YouTube that does shorts and he restores old sneakers. I don't know why I'm so fascinated with watching the restoration of them, but he'll take a ragged out pair of, Jordans and from a thrift store and make them look brand new. It's amazing to me, but turns it into money, big time.
What I want to say to Chris is like I'm no longer in the game for like cluttering my apartment up because I live in a 1-bedroom. Contrary to what a lot of people think about me online, I do not live in my parents' basement. I rent my own apartment. I have for over 20 years. Not over. Okay. Wait, like 18 years now. And, I do not live in my parents' basement as much as people want to think that. And it gets cluttered. You know what I mean? And there's other things. I'm setting up a studio. If you didn't notice, I got my electronic drum kit out now. That takes up a lot of space. You know, stuff like that. You know, I want to make music, and that's kind of what I'm into right now. And I don't think I want to keep continuing to buy more of what I'm selling, so that's why I'm selling it off. Because I'm not interested in that collection anymore, even though I still
like
buy. I'm still consumer.
So when your parents did the thing, they like cut the house in half and made it a split level so you'd have your own side.
Come on, Dan. I live 2 hours away from my parents.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
I think
it's only because they're on walkers. But no, I'm kidding.
Blazer said, I went to a 50 Cent
They're not
and
really.
that concert. And then later on, he says, cost me 45
cents. I didn't even look.
I know.
I just did the math. I knew where it was
I
going.
got a friend in New York named Dominic, and as part of the funny thing we do is I constantly give him heck about living in his parents' basement. Because I made a joke one night about him living in his parents' basement, and it turned out to be true.
No, I really don't. I don't live in my parents' basement. I live in an apartment building that's not. It's like in the ghetto part of Columbus, you know. But hey, it's fine. In the ghetto. This place is nice though.
Yeah,
this place is nice.
John P. says,
my dad lived in Lima up in Ohio for the last 20 years of his life. So,
you know who wrote that song?
I know the area.
In the ghetto.
Well, I know Elvis sang it, but who wrote it?
I believe it was Mac Davis.
I would never have known that. No.
Yeah.
I just know the Elvis
I
version.
know weird shit.
yes.
I remember seeing Sharon Judy sing it on a TV show.
God, I think I remember that. Just because I liked Shauna.
I like Bowser.
John Bowser.
Yep.
It's so sad that I'm old enough to remember that and Hee Haw.
Yeah, me too.
And watched them live.
Well, my dad used to watch Benny Hill, so that was.
I used to watch Benny Hill.
Yeah.
I love Benny Hill.
Mom wasn't looking, you know.
Benny Hill wasn't like
Benny Hill.
No, Benny Hill was great. My grandparents made me sit there and watch Lawrence freaking Welk and Bubba Boy and Can Music.
Out of the room when it came on.
Wanting to pull my hair out and scream. My grandparents made me watch Hee Haw, a bunch of hillbillies. The horrible stuff I had to endure. Walton's Mountain.
See?
Steve, still crazy Chris says, Steve, I've seen that guy who restores Nike shoes and he resells them for
thousands of dollars. Well, he not only sells them, but he'll I've seen him walk up to a random person and say, you know, I'll trade you what's in this box for your shoes. And it'll be, you know, he'll end up taking them to the shoe store right there. The box will be empty. And he's like, come on in, I'll buy you any pair. And then he'll take that person's shoes from their feet and then go and show how he restored them and to look, I mean, absolutely brand new. And then sell them, like she said, for thousands, you know, I mean, hundreds of dollars on.
That's weird because you can't redo the sole.
He does.
No, he rebuilds them like that.
Not
or
rebuilds them.
He
Cleans them up. But
I'm saying you can't. What the traction's gone? Like
yeah,
tread,
no, it's not tread.
Like
He's not restoring
tread.
He's making them look brand new. He's cleaning them to be brand new.
Right.
Yeah, minus the tread. You had to point that out, huh? It's that time.
Actually,
he basically does what the bums with the brush at New York subway stations do.
The shoe shine guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
They can make your shoes look wonderful.
I did want to say real quick about me selling my collection and why I'm fine with it is because also, like, first of all, I'm not interested in it. I know I'm going back to it. But I wanted to make something clear. I have this nice, like, newer apartment that I've had for about a year now, and it's way better than the one I lived in just 2 doors down 2 years ago when a pipe burst and it flooded the entire apartment, and they had to move me into this one that they just remodeled, which in the end was nice for me because I'm in a better, nicer place now. But on a whim, when I had to move everything in less than a week, it was too much. It was too much.
You realize when you move how much shit you actually have.
Exactly. You figure I had to move everything that I owned before it flooded out of that apartment into this new one. And it was only like a couple doors down, but it's still a huge pain in the ass. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know I had some of this stuff. I don't even care about it. You know what I mean? And like, I don't want to have to move that much stuff again and have to pack it back up and everything. You know, and you're right, Mogs, that you got to move, especially in an instant like that. You don't have time to prepare. You're like, oh, this is not fun.
I learned my lesson. You know, I moved, the first time I moved to Florida, I brought everything I owned. And I didn't use it. And when I went back to Arizona, because my dad was, you know, sick, I took it all back with me. When I came back this time, I left it all behind.
That's why I'm selling.
So much shit, dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm selling. I haven't been reading the chat much, but Rissel said, "Wait a second, you have a drum kit set up in your apartment." He's asking me, or she is asking me, do your neighbors like you? That's an electronic drum kit. It's almost noiseless. I had an actual drum kit in my apartment a few years back, and my neighbors did hate me, so I sold that off. And then I bought this one instead, and I can just put the headphones on, and it's like quieter than me just walking around, honestly.
Is that like a video game drum set or something?
No, that's the limited edition red set. Yeah, that's the limited edition Nitro Alesis red set. But yeah, I don't. Me and my neighbors on good terms.
From. Don't wanna know. I know a woman that was turning old shoes into bras.
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have went back. I knew it. You're gonna have to show us the door tonight, Mogs. What does that mean? Get out?
Wow.
Mr. Lee says electronic drum kits don't make sound. My brother has one. They're cool.
Dude, they're super quiet. Super quiet.
I had a buddy who played drums, but he had, regular drums. I don't. Actually, he had two sets of drums. He had one room was your conventional drum set, and the other room was electronic. I think about it.
My son was in band, and he played drums for 4 years. My life was drum torment for 4 years.
Wow.
I was so glad when he went off to college. Took his fucking drums with him.
I'm not a drummer, by the way. I am not a drummer. I'm not even that good at drums, to make that clear. I'm learning, but it's fun. I have a really good time playing drums. It's some kind of cathartic. The act of doing it just kind of gets something out of you when you do it. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of like instinctual savage kind of just like bum 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 bum. Like it just makes you. It makes you feel good.
Some people need extensions to feel powerful. It's a psychological thing.
I mean, is that a personal attack?
I'm just kidding you, man.
Kelly, take care. Thank you. Good to see you. We'll see you soon, Tuesday.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy your weekend. But yeah, guys, we're at that point. We're gonna bounce. Hoff, thanks for coming on. It's good to see you. Danny, it's always fun.
Always.
You know that. Hopefully you find some Pikachus and shit in those cards.
No, I don't care. I probably won't even look, man. I don't care about no Pokemon.
All right.
Mogs, thank you so much for having me on. Stevie B.
I'll send you a pack.
Yeah, send me all your packs. They're probably worth something.
You're getting rid of shit. You want more?
I know. You're trying to bring more in now.
Well, if I meet the right people, I can flip it. Stevie B, you are a wonderful lady. You are just such a nice lady, and it's always a pleasure to
Thank you.
talk to you.
Thank you.
I like your sense of humor. I like
Hey,
that
hey,
you can give me a
I'm
hard
waiting.
Yeah,
time.
that makes you wrong.
I was like, yeah, I was waiting for.
I like Dan. I like that he can rough someone up and give him a hard time. I
give
like
everybody
that.
a hard
And he
time.
usually does.
That's also a sweet hat, Dan. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up.
Honestly, I'm not going to go into it, and I know Moggs don't, but I was looking a lot more forward to giving somebody else a hard time tonight besides you.
Hey,
Yeah,
I can take it. My shoulders are big, but I'll shut up. Thank you so much, Mogs. I'll shut up.
Sometimes I shut up, and sometimes I don't.
Danny, I think a lot of people were, and that's the thing. And that's
Yeah, sometimes Danny shuts up, and sometimes he don't.
No, I get it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's just like I said earlier, some things aren't worth talking about, right now.
I feel what you're saying. Hey, I feel what you're saying, brother. Put me backstage and we'll talk about it in private. Happy trails, everybody.
Good night.
Happy holidays.
Thanks. Yeah, it's always fun when Dan comes around. I like his collection.
Mhm.
Just he collects odd shit.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of stuff from when I was growing up. That 80s, 90s,
Sure.
or 70s, 80s, should I say?
I mean, I wasn't into Pokemon cards and that crap.
I only knew about it because of my
later
girls.
on.
I had, my oldest daughter collected them. She probably still has them. I know she has a Pikachu.
All right.
Yeah, I know she does. She had I bought this stuff for Christmas or birthdays or whatever. She has an album and it's pretty full. It's one of the really thick albums.
On that note,
yeah.
Guys, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight.
Yes.
Hoff and Dan, thanks for coming and bullshitting with us. I thought I saw a comment. I was like, I'm going to look for it. We will be back Thursday. No, Tuesday. Today is Thursday. Jeez.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Time's flying.
It is.
Don't get old, folks.
Stop right there.
But yeah, if you guys enjoyed tonight's show, hit that like button down below, and if you're new, subscribe and share it out, and we'll do this again next week. Everybody, please have a safe weekend.
Be good. Be
good
nice
to one another.
Each other. Yeah.
We love you guys. All right. Peace and God bless.